Hi, this is Gotta Love MJ, and welcome to my channel. This is my very first video, so I'm glad that you're here and watching me. So why am I here? I'm here because I'm on a curly hair journey, and this just started 2 months ago. I have watched probably thousands of videos in these last 2 months that I feel have really helped me be able to accept and grow and love my curls. It's not an easy process. I do find myself still needing to ask questions, and without being able to get the answers, I just have to do trial and error. And there's nothing wrong with trial and error. It does help you get to know your hair, which I think is the number one tool in this journey, is knowing your hair, because there are so many groups and videos and everyone is giving advice, but no one knows your hair. So the more you know your hair, the better your success and this journey will be. So I just thought that there is something missing. Someone who's going through transition, who's finding products that work, don't work, techniques that work and don't work, getting information and learning her hair, and being able to see the frustration, the triumphs, the excitement, and those moments when you're just ready to give up. So that's why I'm here, and I figured it would make more sense to start my videos with my hair journey. So if you look at my hair right now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, are you in transition? Well, I actually am. I just started this 2 months ago, almost 3. It was the end of July. And I started because a few years ago in 2013, I really started losing a lot of hair. I had a traumatic situation in my family, and it just caused a lot of stress. I guess it was stress, and I started losing hair. And then 2 years later, I got some blood work done at the doctor's office, only to find out that I was actually anemic. And I didn't have any of the other signs that people say they have when they're anemic. And if you don't know, anemia causes a reduction in your red blood cells, and your red blood cells are needed to fuel energy to all parts of your body, including your hair. So that was probably had a lot to do with the hair loss as well. So that's always bothered me. And I did go through a hair journey with Hairfinity, which definitely helped me to regain some fullness, but I still felt like I was missing a lot of hair. Another reason was I got a really bad haircut in July, and I love my hairdresser. So if she sees this, I don't want her to think that I'm, throwing her out there. But it probably had to do with me being picky. I was getting layers. I didn't want to lose my length, but I wanted a lot cut from the top. But I didn't want that weird shelf in the middle. And to do this, she decided to try using the scissors or the shears and just cutting down like in a diagonal all the way around my head. But what that did is it didn't really give me pieces that were the same size at any of these areas. So it wasn't like a layer. And so it was really hard to blend this in and to make it look nice. So I needed something to do with my hair while these grew out, and I decided that I would just wear my hair natural. Now the problem with that was I haven't had a relaxer in 15 years, but I do use straight irons, flat irons regularly. But in 2014, I wanted to try it, and I realized that when I wash my hair, even with conditioner in it, it's just straight. There is no wiggle. But when I was young, like 9th grade, 8th grade, I could put, I know this might sound gross nowadays, but I could put Jerry Curl Activator, that yellow and red bottle in my hair, and my hair, and it was really long, it was almost waist length, would curl up to spirals, probably to about where my hair is now. So I knew I had the type of hair that could be worn curly, but it wasn't curly at the time. So I didn't really know about YouTube and that you could find videos to help you with this. And I had a girlfriend, and we were both kind of into hair. So we started with her doing Cantu knots with mousse, and it came out okay, but number one, it was crunchy, it was dry, and it was really only something that looked good the first day. And I didn't feel like myself. Like, I didn't look at it and think, oh, I love this. I got a lot of compliments from it, but I think it was just because it was such a change from the straight hair that people just liked it. So I don't know how great it was. So we did that a couple times, and then we decided to do straight back. And again, it gave me really good definition. I didn't know what a braid out was, so this was just something I was doing. But again, it was dry. It really didn't last past one day. And by the time I was gonna wash it 3-4 days later, oh boy, like the tangles, I would wash my hair and condition it in the shower, and I would think I was just gonna like comb through it with a wide tooth comb, and baby, that wasn't happening. I would sit there a half hour, 45 minutes trying to detangle my hair. I mean, I would go through so much conditioner, and there would be moments where I would be literally ready to cut it, thinking about where are the scissors. It just wasn't fun, and there wasn't a purpose for this because, again, I didn't love it. It was okay. Maybe the following year, someone mentioned Mixed Chicks. So I get the Mixed Chicks shampoo and leave-in conditioner. And again, I'm not looking at YouTube videos, so I don't actually know how to use this product other than what it says on the back. And I mean, I love YouTube videos because it explains so much. I mean, what's on the back is helpful, but if you've never done it before, you really don't know what you're doing. So one morning I wake up, I wash my hair with the shampoo, and I leave some of the conditioner in, and it said a generous portion. So that's what I did. And I had very defined S's, and it was very long and triangular, and it was very heavy and felt sticky. And I assumed it was going to dry through the day, so I went to work. And when I got to work, people liked it. It was like, oh, look at you. And, you know, they thought it was interesting. But I didn't feel good. It was summertime, and my hair never dried. So all day I just felt icky, like the back of my neck, and I think I had a sundress on. Again, was it okay? It was, but was it what I thought my hair was going to look like? No. So this is actually that same bottle. And like I said, that was in 2014, and I still have the entire bottle minus what I used that day. I just realized this wasn't the product for me. And it's funny because maybe I could use it now that I know what I'm doing, but I haven't tried it again. So I decided to try again. I learned about Miss Jessie's, and so I'm hype about going to get Miss Jessie's. And I don't have them all now, but I mean, I bought every single Miss Jessie's. I had the Pillow Soft curls, the jelly curls. I think there was another one. I had the curly merengue, and then there's another one like this in a purple container. I think I still have that too. This one is almost empty. But again, these are from several years ago. And I still was just going by how it explained to put them in by the directions, which means I was not using a no sulfate, no silicone, no parabens shampoo or conditioner, which means I was not putting a leave-in conditioner in my hair before doing this, at least not in the beginning, which means I was not using any kind of gel afterwards. And I had watched a video on diffusing, so I did start doing that. And these results were okay. You could definitely tell, I mean, I didn't know then, but you can definitely tell there was heat damage, but it wasn't horrible. It still just wasn't what I was looking for. And I would have good results sometimes, but not often enough. So it really was hit or miss. I still liked my straight hair better. So Miss Jessie's was what I used for a while. And then at some point I found Jane Carter's Incredible Curls. Again, I don't know how I found this, and my hair turned out a lot better. And when I say better, I don't mean that it really looked as much better as I thought it did then, but I felt there was something better going on once I started using this. The other thing was that I started doing more braid out, and I'm still not loving the way I look. Like, again, it's something to do. Some days it looks really nice and I might have been feeling myself, but most days it was just like, eh. And I was not trying to transition to curly at that point. So it wasn't something that I was even thinking about doing full time. And so it wasn't important to stop the other things I'm doing. So I'm still flat ironing, besides that 1 week, maybe out of a month that I would do this every other day of the year. And I'm not, using the right shampoos and conditioners. I would say in 2016, I did not wear my hair natural at all. I can't find any pictures of 2016 where I did. So now fast forward to the end of July, beginning of August of this year, I need to find something that I'm going to do with my hair and while I'm waiting for this hair to grow in. And the first person I find is Shelly Curls, and I find her on Instagram. And she does this rake and shake method that I'm like, oh, that looks like that's going to do something for my hair. I must have clicked on her link and then got to her YouTube page and then went into the world of curly hair on YouTube and became obsessed. I had found Natural Niecy, and Natural Niecy's hair is beautiful. I mean, I love it. But she uses products I can't use. She uses Eco Styler Gel, which I did try using while I watched her videos, and I had like stiff cardboardish hair. So I knew that I needed to find someone that I thought my hair was similar to. I do think that that's really important because this is an expensive journey. I mean, I'm sure all of you know this. So I landed on Syria Jade. So I watch her videos and she does a lot of the finger coiling. My hair doesn't like finger coiling, at least not yet. And the scrunching. And I liked the way she wore her hair with the part on the side. So I go to Walgreens and they had a buy two get one free sale. And at that point, I decided to get the Shea Moisture Low Porosity Shampoo and Conditioner. So I get that, and I get the Shea Moisture Coconut Hibiscus Curling Cream. Because everybody was using it or raving about it. And I decide to try this method out between what Shelly Curls was doing and between what Syria Jade was doing. And I had curls the next day. I had curls that night. I mean, now mind you, I OCD on things. So everything that I was told to do, get a satin pillowcase, get a bonnet or a scarf, things I've never done, deep condition, only dry your hair with a microfiber towel or a cotton t-shirt. All of these things I did instantly. The next day, my results were phenomenal compared to whatever I had done before. My hair wasn't as frizzy. I mean, I was really, really happy. And I liked the way it looked. And for as many times as I went to work and my hair was like what I called natural at the time, everyone was like, oh, did you do something different to your hair? Oh, I love your hair. Like, it was as if I never wore my hair natural before. And so that made me feel good too. Besides the fact that I liked the way it looked for the first time, I still felt pretty. I went through a lot of products. I ran out and bought everything that everybody was using. Probably spent $300 in the month of August just buying products. And what was very interesting is, even though I thought, we all have similar hair, still doesn't mean that our products are going to work the same, especially if our hair transition is in a different place and maybe even afterward. So at the end of the day, I'm very happy. I think it looks pretty. In the beginning, it just seemed like a lot. I was worrying that I wasn't going to be able to make it through the winter, but I think I will, because it's exciting now. Like, once you start seeing results, don't you feel like you're exciting? Like you want to straighten your hair just because you liked it. But at the same time, I don't want to straighten my hair because I don't want to lose anything that I've gained at this point. So what's going to make my channel different than other people's channels that you already watch or have watched? Well, number one, I would like you to see how it transforms so that if you have those days when you're ready to give up, you can see someone who's continuing to go and see that it really just takes time and patience in doing the same things. There are just certain things you have to do. And if you do them, the proof is in the pudding, you're going to get the results that you want. I want to do product reviews because, yeah, I think we're all looking for like that holy grail product. I want you to see when you suggest products that you may be interested in buying, what my hair looks like when I use them, whether it's good or bad. Like, I'm not going to just show you what it looks like if I had great results. I also want to have fellow curlies that have completely different hair than mine. People who have hair in the fours, people who have hair that are high porosity, people who do completely different products and techniques for their hair, so that it's not just about my hair transition. Other people can see and benefit from watching this channel. But I'd also like to hear from you. So not only in the comments, but there will be times that if I have viewers who are interested in sending me videos and setting up your own little makeshift studio to do a video on your process, I definitely love to show that. So it's really about a hair community and a hair transition as everyone goes along. I just am excited. I'm excited for my hair. I'm excited for your hair. I'm excited to try this channel. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you got something out of it, and I hope you come back. And if you enjoyed this video, how about give it a like so I know I'm on the right track? And if you want to see what I'm doing, then subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. But you can also check me out on Instagram at gottalove_MJ. And let's do this.